Hello everybody, Happy New Year. It is the first paycheck of 2025. I'm also going to show you my new tracker for 2025. We'll see if it gets a little too long, I'll make it 2 videos, but for right now I'm intending on 1 video. It is nighttime here. Luna, I think, might be joining me. She's thinking about it anyway. All right, let's get in and talk money because like I said in my last video that my budget was going to be changing in 3 ways. And so this is the first paycheck and you're going to see some changes. What are the animals doing? I'm going to leave that door open because I'm not sure what everybody is doing. For all you cat lovers out there, at some point we might see Luna jump up here, and don't mind my cluttered mess up here and down here. We gotta talk about my declutter challenge in another video, but today let's get to the paycheck. First thing I'll say about my paycheck today is I'm very disappointed. As I think I may have mentioned before, I have started working the after school club, and it does take some time once you get started to get into the routine of the paycheck routine, because if you submit your pay or your timesheet in between pay periods, you won't see it for like 2 pay period. I don't know. It's just weird how it works. That's what I'll say. And so I was wait a second. I have my checking account open and I have a fraud alert. Okay. They're just reminding people not to give out your password. Got it. Anyway, so I was expecting to have a really big paycheck today, and when my pay stub came through, I was so excited. Kids went to special. I was on my prep, opened up my paycheck, and there it is. Just regular. So that was disappointing. I know I'll eventually get paid for it, so like that's fine, but I was hoping it would have been today. Today's income, let me shrink myself here. Hopefully the sound is okay. My batteries died on my camera, so not able to use the camera. Okay. I'm thinking I should probably show you a little bit around my spreadsheet first. All right, you guys know that I always keep track of the actual numbers on the far right-hand side. It's cut off right now, but you will be able to see, here's some January numbers. And what I did is across the top in bright pink, I should put actual monthly numbers so that anybody who's new to the channel can see that those columns are what I'm actually spending, or whatever actual numbers for the month. Over here on the left-hand side, I have my general budget. You see in the top here, it says general budget. The general budget is just an idea of what I'm expecting overall for every single paycheck throughout the year, because yes, it is, I guess, quite boring around here that my finances don't change. Well, I should say my regular expenses and my income don't really change too much. Of course, I have my side hustle and extra duties at work, so my income does change based on that, but the base pay does not change because I'm a salaried employee. For anybody who's new, hello and welcome. I'm Liz. This is Budget and Balance, where I'm sharing my journeys to health and wealth, budgeting, debt payoff. I paid off over $60,000 in debt, and I still have a ways to go. And some health stuff, which we definitely need to get into at some point. So that's what we do here. If I can throw something else in, I do like my declutter challenge. And yeah, so hit subscribe and join us. It's a really great community here. There's a lot of really great people on this channel. So I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Now, what was I saying? I cannot remember. I think the general budget is generally what I have throughout the year. Of course, things are going to change. I'm a full-time teacher, you know, that's number 1, but I do love a good side hustle or gig. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. General budget is right here in this column. Now, you'll see this column that says budget by paycheck. Yes, I do have all of my paychecks laid out for the whole entire year. I'm not going to show you all of them, not really necessary today, but they are all there. And yes, I can finagle the numbers, change what I need to, edit as I please. And you'll see that when I budget my biweekly paycheck. Here comes Orion. I don't know if you'll get to see her. I don't know what angle we're at here. You see her little tail. There she goes. The last thing on here is a monthly budget. So I did not finish labeling monthly budget across the top. And I'll just move it over so you can see I do have from January to December. I do have it pretty much all laid out for the whole entire year, but it is subject to change. I don't remember. I had already changed. Oh, I did change my income. So you can see right here, I'm expecting income $1,879 per pay, and under my general budget, I have $1,800, simply because we started contributing to a flexible spending account through my employer, $50 per pay, and I have until March of 26 to spend anything accumulated during 2025. So we went with $50 a pay. It kind of covers a deductible, some allergy meds for my husband, or like if I have to go out to urgent care for a sinus infection, things like that. Hi. All right. I love you too. You're the best girl. Yeah. Go lay down. What'd you do with Luna? Huh? You chase her? There's my monthly budget. Now, my general budget and my monthly budget are similar. So let's just go right through it and you can see how it all is going to work. I think that's the best thing. I already talked about why I changed my budget to $1,800, but it is actually going to be $1,846. I didn't have anything extra in today's paycheck, so I'm going to edit my budget to $1,846. My January budget, $1,846. And then my budget by paycheck column to $1,846 for today's income. January 10th paycheck. Now, that pay has already hit my bank account, so I'm going to take it out of my budget by paycheck. And actually, I'm going to hide my monthly budget. So $1,846 in today's pay. You can see it's for January 10th, 2025. That's the first paycheck I'm getting for 2025. And it's hit my bank account, so I'm going to delete it from my budget by paycheck column and put it into my January column. This is something that is already cleared, and so you'll see why that works later on. I have $400 going towards mortgage and bills that goes into the shared account with my husband, and I'm going to transfer that on the other screen right now. All right, and here you can see I made that transfer, $400, and then the next thing is that has cleared from my account, so I need to go ahead and move this $400 from today's paycheck. It is already cleared from today's paycheck, and put it into my actual numbers for January, my running total for the month, if you will. On Monday or Tuesday, the $57 will come out for my union dues. On the 17th, what's today? The 10th. On the 17th, next Friday, the $14 will come out for my life insurance. And then on the 20th, $77 for my car insurance. My next paycheck is January 24th, so these items have to come out of today's paycheck. Next up, for debt, I have $500 slotted to go towards my credit card. I actually scheduled this earlier in the week to come out on the 10th, so I'm just double checking. It is still scheduled to come out on the 10th. Right now, it's actually the night before. So this is part of me trying to be more consistent with my YouTube. So I appreciate your support with that. So I'm just going to leave that italicized so I know that it's something I've already set up the transfer for. Now, before I had IRA under fixed expenses, when I made my 2025 tracker, I decided to put it with savings. That's fine, but that is a reoccurring regular payment transfer, I guess, every single month, and it's $583 on the 10th. So I'm guessing I'll see that come out either on the 10th, which is Friday, or on Monday. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for that to clear. The next section, variable expenses, is going to look a little bit different in 2025. So I have Diet Coke and coffee, dining out, gas, groceries, and miscellaneous. About $135 for this paycheck budgeted. Now for the month, under my general budget, I was going to do $250. I don't remember why I lowered it. Maybe so I could put more towards the credit card. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this. $135 for the month in those categories. That is going to be cash right out of my checking account using my debit card. I might use the credit card to get the rewards points and then make the transfer like at the end of the week. So more to come on how I plan to do all that. And then in the blue section here is sinking funds. As you can see, it's completely blank right now because obviously I'm putting my money towards that credit card, but there will be more to come with this section in a couple of weeks. So right now I just want to get that credit card paid off. All right, so to review for this paycheck, the things that have already cleared have already been moved out. I still have $148 in fixed expenses to come out of my checking account, $500 for debt, $583 for savings, $135 is just in my account. It's not going anywhere. Just have it on hold that I don't spend it. And that is going towards those categories I already talked about. So I have $1,366 left to clear this month. And what I like to do is on the left side here, I'll put in my balance in my checking account. Currently, it's $1,675. And how much I have left to clear, $1,375. So I currently have a buffer of $300. What am I going to do with that $300? I'm really not sure yet because I would like to put it on my credit card. However, I do need to have some cash available for an event I have coming up later this month. There's some other things going on with this budget tracker I just want to point out to you. We'll get into more depth in another video at another time, but I am going to keep track of my expenses, that cash and credit card spending, just to see what categories I'm spending in and keep my spending. I'm not doing a no spend month or anything like that, but just being more intentional about what I'm spending money on and making sure that my intentions are matching what is actually happening. So matching my intentions to reality or reality to my intentions. So we'll go in more depth with this spreadsheet later. My debt payoff tracker, we'll come back to that. At some point, I will do my 100 envelope challenge. Probably once the credit card is paid off, I'll come back to this. I have a savings tracker. That's new for 2025. I was piloting it the last couple months and I'm going to stick with it. I have a sinking funds tracker. I was piloting for a little bit and I've made a decision on what I'm doing there. My net worth tracker. And yes, I even have my Christmas 2025 budget all laid out. So I don't think we'll be getting to that until later in 2025, but it is ready. Perhaps I'll need to do some editing with it later in the year, but it's all set. And then I just keep track of my reoccurring purchases. I have tax info on here and my federal student loan payment tracker. Some other things that I would like to share with you guys in 2025 is not just my income, but my income as it pertains to my side hustle, including YouTube, my reselling with eBay and Poshmark and Mercari if I decide to do that, my test scoring, after school programs, and summer work I usually do, and anything else that brings some money into this house. And something that I have never done before, which is share the cost to run my house, including my husband's numbers that help run our household. So lots going on here in 2025. I'm so excited for all of it. I'm so excited for all you guys to be here. Let me know your biggest financial goal for 2025. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.